I was literally in your seats, I don't know, 30 years ago, trying to figure out life, trying to figure out what's the next step.
Well, I live in DC, a lot of shootings, gun violence, gangs, drugs. It's not a good place to live, where I'm from.
These kids are a special bunch.
We've planted seeds by doing this.
When you're on a horse, your focus has to be on putting him in the right position for success. And so many cares and worries of your day just fade away. I've been blessed. I've been able to play in the NFL. A lot of people have supported me and allowed me to be successful, helped me to become successful. And we have to give back. It's our duty for those that have the opportunity, have the ability to work together to give back to our youth.
If the diameter is 12.2, how you would actually get the diameter of your tree.
Good. Good? What's your name? Elijah. You guys can pet them if you want.
We want to pour into them so that they can be successful, so that they can come back to us in 10 years and say, your camp, your foundation helped allow us to be successful. We probably will put shoes on them.
I grew up in a city, a southern city. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. I knew very little about the National Forest, and it was only because of someone reaching out, making the connection with me, that I realized that I had an opportunity to build a career with an agency like the Forest Service. And so I want to do the same for other people.
For me, if I didn't go down to my grandfather's farm in North Carolina, I wouldn't have any exposure to hogs or bees or horses, because I grew up in the city. But I went down there every summer, I had exposure to that. And just like you say, if you don't get exposed to it, you don't even know it exists or how it can benefit you.
When you see these little numbers, right?
When my brother passed, I found out living a fast life isn't right.
Yeah, 100.
I started creating my own path. That's when I started paying more attention in school, and that's why I'm here now. I follow the right path. I don't follow behind people. I don't look up to nobody. I look up to myself and encourage myself to do better. I know a lot about cybersecurity. I didn't know a lot about geospatial mapping at all. I knew a lot about drones, but I never knew nothing about how drones can help see the vegetation or the hydration growth of plants.
I'm thinking of going in the cybersecurity field. As I'm going to 10th grade right now, I also need to kind of expand my knowledge during the summer and stuff like that. New experiences. We're on a farm right now, horses everywhere, learning about all the trees and the environment around us, so I just find that really cool.
It was so wonderful today to interact and see people's curiosity and see students taking their own initiative to look up what tree species they were looking at, to learn about the water that trees are intercepting and feel that rain that got shook off the leaves, and I think some of it we sparked, and some of it, that interest is there, given the opportunity to express it and given the opportunity to be out in it and talk about it and focus on it.
The place you live definitely has an impact on how you perceive what we've learned in this camp. I have a newfound interest for agriculture in general.
The supply chain, so everyone knows where everything is going. So
I don't think there's a too early. People often decide what they're going to do in life very early on, and it's based on what they're exposed to. We need to be in the conversation at the very early stages.
And my project is on cybersecurity.
On the first day, it was a lot of quietness, not a lot of people talking around. Being in camp, everybody's talking, everybody introduced themselves to each other, and we all got a feel for each other. So I feel camp, it moved me a lot. Camp moved me a lot to express myself and people around me.
There's chances for you to have a meaningful job. There's chances for you to change your environment.
There'll be a lot of opportunities for college graduates and young people to come and be a part of what we want to do moving forward. You know, you talk about these iPhones and experience they've had with drones and mapping out agriculture, and we're looking, you know, now at the earliest ages to make sure that we expose kids to what's possible.
I told this young man today, listen, you're bold, you're fearless, you're strong. This world is for you.
Your opportunities to make something of yourself.
Don't let that pass you up.
Kids need to be introduced to the art of the possible.